The most dangerous moment in your business isn't when you're failing. It's not when your bank account is hitting zero or when your biggest client fires you. Those moments are loud. They scream for your attention. They force you to evolve. No, the moment that should actually keep you awake at night is when everything feels fine. Meet Sarah. Sarah is the entrepreneur you think you want to be. She's hit that golden plateau. $20,000 a month after month. Her systems are automated. Her team handles the day-to-day. She wakes up at 9 a.m., checks her dashboard, sees the green check marks, and goes for a long coffee. She tells her friends she's optimized. She tells herself she's built a machine that runs without her. Sarah feels safe. And because she feels safe, Sarah is already dead. She just hasn't seen the autopsy report yet. That comfort Sarah is feeling, it's a seductive poison. It's the sound of a business that has stopped breathing. In the 2026 economy, if you aren't feeling the heat of friction against your skin, it's not because you've mastered the game, it's because you've stopped moving, and the market is about to bypass you at 200 miles per hour. If your business feels safe right now, you are standing in the middle of the tracks, admiring the view, while the high-speed rail of the future is silent, electric, and seconds away from impact. The illusion of the plateau. You've been told that the goal of entrepreneurship is to reach stability. We are conditioned to crave the flat line, the predictable revenue, the steady workflow, the lack of fires to put out. But in nature, a flat line means you're a corpse. In business, so stability is a myth. It is a temporary hallucination. What you perceive as a plateau is actually a slow, grinding decay. We call it entropy. Everything in the universe moves from order to disorder unless you inject new energy into it. Your business is no different. But here is the unsettling truth about the stability you're so proud of. While you were optimizing your $20,000 months and protecting your current margins, the baseline of the entire world shifted. In 2026, good enough is being automated for pennies. The safe margins you've been living off are being hunted by AI-driven competitors who don't need coffee breaks, don't need a $20,000 a month lifestyle, and can iterate on your entire business model in an afternoon. If you think this doesn't apply to you because your revenue is stable, you're the one most at risk. You're like the captain of a ship who thinks he's safe because the water is calm, unaware that the tide is going out and exposing the jagged rocks beneath. The psychology of the slow death. Why does this happen? Why do smart entrepreneurs like you fall for the safety trap? It's called the success paradox. The very things that made you successful, your hunger, your willingness to break things, your obsession with a customer, are the first things you sacrifice at the altar of systems. You stop being a founder and you start being an administrator. You start making decisions based on protecting what you have rather than capturing what you don't. You stop asking how do we dominate and start asking how do we keep this going. The moment you shift from offense to defense, you've lost. The market senses weakness. Your best employees sense the lack of vision. Your customers sense the lack of passion. You become a commodity. And in 2026, being a commodity is a death sentence. The AI-driven competition doesn't just want to compete with you. They want to erase the need for you. If your value proposition is just consistency or reliability, you've already been replaced. A script can be consistent. An algorithm can be reliable. What an algorithm can't be is disruptive. But you've stopped being disruptive because disruption is uncomfortable. You traded your edge for a comfortable chair. The 2026 reality check. Let's look at the data you're ignoring. The barriers to entry in almost every industry have collapsed. 2 years ago, starting a competitor to your agency or your SaaS took months and a team. Today, a kid with a well-prompted LLM can build a functional version of your unique workflow in a weekend. Your safe business is sitting on a melting iceberg. The dead zones are expanding. Any task that is repetitive, any service that is standardized, and any product that doesn't have a deep, visceral human moat is being liquidated. If you aren't feeling friction, it's because you've stopped pushing against the boundaries of what's possible. You're coasting, and you can only coast in one direction, downhill. But here's the most terrifying part. You won't feel the drop until it's too late. You'll have 3 more months of stable revenue, and then, in month 4, the floor will vanish. A new competitor will launch. A platform will change its algorithm, or your core technology will become obsolete. And because you've spent the last year being safe, you've forgotten how to fight. Your muscles have atrophied. The strategic disruption plan. So how do you fix it? How do you move from safe and endangered to dangerous and dominant? You have to intentionally break your own peace. You have to become the person who ruins your own Sunday morning. Step 1, the friction audit. You need to find where you've become soft. Look at your business and identify every part of it that feels easy. Is your sales process automated to the point where you haven't spoken to a lead in 6 months? That's a weakness. You've lost the pulse of the market. Is your product delivery so standardized that a machine could do it? That's a target on your back. Find the areas where you are avoiding conflict, avoiding hard conversations, or avoiding new technology because the old way still works. The old way is a tombstone. List your top 3 revenue streams. Now imagine they disappear tomorrow. If your answer is, I'd be ruined, you aren't safe. You're a hostage. You need to introduce intentional friction. Change your offer. Raise your prices until it hurts. Enter a market where you are the underdog again. Step 2, aggressive skill. Stacking. The reason you feel safe is often because you've mastered a single skill or a single loop. But in the 2026 economy, specialization is for insects. To build a moat that AI can't cross, you need to stack skills that have no business being together. If you're a marketer, you need to become a prompt engineer and a behavioral psychologist. If you're a developer, you need to become a storyteller and a high-ticket closer. The safe entrepreneur does one thing well. The dangerous entrepreneur is a hydra. Every time the market cuts off one head, 2 more grow back. You need to be learning things that make you feel stupid. If you haven't felt like a complete beginner in the last 30 days, you are decaying. The feeling of not knowing what you're doing is the feeling of growth. Embrace it. If it doesn't feel like a struggle, it doesn't count. Step 3, building an anti-fragile moat. Most people try to build robust businesses that can withstand a hit. You want to build an anti-fragile business, one that actually gets better when things get chaotic. This means building a moat that isn't based on your proprietary process, because your process can be copied. Your moat must be built on 3 things. First, radical personality. People don't buy from businesses anymore. They buy from individuals with opinions. If your brand is professional and neutral, you are invisible. Be polarizing. Be human. Be something an AI can't replicate because an AI doesn't have a soul or a reputation to lose. Second, deep community. A database is a list of names. A community is a group of people who talk to each other. You can't automate a community. You can't safe your way into a tribe that will defend you. You have to earn it through blood, sweat, and actual engagement. Third, the speed of iteration. Your biggest advantage isn't your current product. It's the speed at which you can launch the next one. If your safe business takes 6 months to make a pivot, you're a dinosaur watching the asteroid enter the atmosphere. You need to be able to pivot in 6 days. The choice. You can go back to your dashboard now. You can look at your stable revenue and your automated emails and tell yourself that I'm just being dramatic. You can believe that Sarah is the winner and that the seductive poison is actually just the reward for your hard work. But deep down, in the quiet moments when the laptop is closed, you know I'm right. You can feel the stagnation. You can feel the world moving faster while you stay still. You can feel your edge getting duller every day you choose comfort over growth. Safety is a lie. Stability is a trap. The only real security in this world is your ability to handle insecurity. The only real safety is being the most dangerous person in the room, the one who is willing to destroy their own comfort to build something that actually matters. And realize this, the cost of your safety isn't just a potential drop in revenue. It's the total loss of your relevance. By the time the pain arrives, your brand will have become a relic of a previous era. You're trading your future dominance for a quiet present, and that is the worst deal an entrepreneur can make. Look at the giants of industry who thought their moats were deep and their walls were high. They didn't fall because they were stupid. They fell because they were satisfied. They stopped looking for the predator until the predator was in the living room. You are not Sarah. You are the architect of your own survival. If you choose to stay in the harbor, the storm will find you eventually. If you choose to head out into the open sea, the storm becomes your fuel. Stop protecting your plateau. Burn the maps that brought you here. The safe path has reached a dead end. It's time to start climbing again, because if you're not feeling the friction, you're not moving. And if you're not moving, you're already gone. What are you going to break today?